Hi everyone, and welcome to Happy Place Creations, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to make this platter, and we're going to use some cogs. And then we are going to add this to the top. And then we're going to add some handles. So this is what we're going to do today. So let me get some resin mixed up so we can get our cogs in place. And then we will add our decoration. So let me get some resin mixed up and I shall be right back. Have our resin all mixed up and ready to go, and I am using this resin, and I'm fairly happy with this resin. I haven't had any problems yet. So let's pour some in and put our cogs in place. Now this is just a base level to put our cogs in. Oops, let me get some alcohol in here. So that we can put our cogs in, and then we're going to have to put a base color. Pretty much this is just the center. I probably should have had some color already, but I didn't want to take away from the cogs. So what's going to happen is now we're going to put some cogs in place. And then what's going to happen is we're going to have to do a base coat on the back. I'm thinking white. And then we're also going to have to put a top coat over the decoration to seal that in. But we will have to put a, this is the back, so we'll put a white color on the back, and then, so that way we'll have some color behind our tray. And there we go. And then we will have, sorry, I was trying to concentrate on doing that. So we'll put the cogs in, then we will put our base coat, probably our white, and then when we put that on, after we demold, we will put that on and we'll put a top coat. So this is my thinking. So now we will put some cogs in. Just sporadic, it doesn't have to be any place specific, let's say, because this is the back. And as far as these, we will put something in the center of each one. And these are going to sink. I should have said something. So I am going to be watching for bubbles. So there's no fancy placement. I'm trying to keep it away from where the sticker is going to be, because you won't see them anyway. That's a beautiful one, but it's heavy. because I figure our this is going to sit approximately here, so I'm leaving some space for these to stick out from underneath. I don't want them really underneath it because we won't see them, but I want to get a variety of ones. I don't want them all the same. That's a cool one. Make sure I put that one in there. We'll get some of these copper ones with the little heart shapes in them. Didn't I have it? Yep, right there. That one's not going to fit either. Let's see. I don't want to get my tweezers quite in there. Here's another big one. Then I'd have to find something to put in the center of it. But I don't want too many of the same ones either. I want some bigger ones and some little ones, and that one's kind of cool. Looks like a plug. And then we got some little clock pieces we can throw in here on an edge, like in a curve. There's another one of them little heart ones. That one didn't quite go under, did it? I need something for the center of that one, don't I? Oh, here's a full one. Let's see, where do I not have any mini silver? How about there, right there? And there's a real tiny one. How about right there in that corner? I want to keep my tweezers cleaned off because I don't want to get them all over. Oh, is that black? And we have another arm we can throw over here, which is not quite where I wanted it, but can move it right out of the way. That one needs a center. No. Let's see what I got in the bottle still. And I have a second container just like this if we have to dig it out. Oh, there's a green one. Isn't that pretty? Let's make sure we get the green up. Oh, there's green right there. So I guess that's not going. How about over here? I'm looking something for that center. There's another heart one, I guess. There's a tiny one. Another tiny one in that corner. So let's put another one over here. I guess it doesn't really matter. I just didn't want all silver in one corner. And these are cool, aren't they? Put that big one. We got too many big ones in there already. We need to get some smaller ones. And here's another arm. We've got one there, one there, and one there. How about we put one over here? Right there. I think I got my tweezers. So I hope everybody is signing up for my drawings. You gotta like, comment, and subscribe to be entered in the drawings. And I will have them on live if I will be allowed to have a live drawing. If not, you will have a video like this so that we can do the drawings, so that you will actually see who's getting the drawings, you know, who's getting the prizes. I will be picking 5 names, and I will announce them on the video, or if I can go live. At this point, I'm not sure. I think I need to get up to my 500 subscribers before I can do a live, but I am certainly going to try. And you will have 3 days to respond. If I do not hear back from you, I will draw another name. And move on to the next person. So the next drawing will be at 200 subscribers. So the quicker I get to 200, the quicker we'll get that drawing in place and get it going and get your prizes out to you. There is no obligation from you. I will be paying for everything, the shipping and all. I pay for the merchandise and I pay for the shipping. There is no obligation on your half for anything. It's totally free for you. That is my gift to you for being a loyal subscriber. So make sure you get your likes in, you get your comments in, you get subscribed, so that we can get that going, and I can definitely show my appreciation. Now, for those of you who are wondering what it means to subscribe, there is absolutely no obligation. There's nothing to pay. You don't owe anything. There's no cost to you. All that means is that you will be notified of any videos that I may post. And that means you won't have to go searching for my videos. You'll be notified, so you can just click on the link and you're off and watching. So those of you who have not subscribed and just like to watch my channel, I appreciate that too. Watch time does count for me. But being a subscriber does give you more benefits. And each time I bump up a level, the more benefits you can get through me. Discounts. There's more things that I can share with you. And that's what I'm eager to get at. So the higher I can climb, the more I can share with you. And that's what it's all about for me. I am just throwing them in now so that I can get it covered, because this does have to cure before we can go to the next step. So I know the sticker is going to be here, and it's going to have a white background, but I don't want to leave it half empty just because there's going to be a label here. Oops, you don't want two of them. Just want to put in a color that there's not there. Put more arms in, I think. Whoops. And things like that happen. And I just did another one. And clean up my tweezers. Apologize for the interruption. Now, what was I fixing? Well, let's fix a few of them here. You need to move over. Let me get that covered. Doesn't seem to be covered. Now, I was trying... Oh, that has to be centered more. Them two are too close. Is that too high? No, that's good, I guess. Let's just move you out a little bit. Okay. And I shall continue. Let's try a green one in that area. And there's a green one. Put some of these in there. I haven't put many of them in there. Oops. So how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I just come in from plowing. We had about 6 inches. Got out my big snow blower and got that all moved out. I enjoy snow blowing. Tell me in the comments what the weather's doing in your area. I hear 22 states were affected by the last storm that just came through. But it is February, and I am praying we are at the end of this. I really am. I am ready for spring. I love summer. I'm one that likes the heat. We got some tiny ones, and let's see. We got some tiny areas we can fill. Don't want to leave too many gaps. I don't think that's looking too bad. I already got one over there, so I am gonna have to go. Ooh, that's pretty. Except I don't think my holes are punched out. That's too bad. But that's alright, I got one right there. Once they are down, they are down. Now I have another container like this of cogs, plus all of this. Leave me a comment of what else you would like to see me do with these cogs. And I will do my very best to try to fulfill that. We got some more of these ones that look like a Phillips. We're going to put some of these in. We could put one right in the middle of that one. Oh, will that fit in there? Just barely, but it will. I don't want that one. That one's the same as that one. Ooh, what's this one? That one's pretty. No. How am I doing, guys? I know you can't tell me, but I mean, you can tell me, but I can't hear you. need something up there. That one is just open and oh, look at that little one. Let's just turn that slightly. Whoops, I dropped it anyway. There we go. Alright, let's check my outsides now to make sure they're all getting done. Another one of these. Put this right over here. Got a spot right there I could put something in. Sorry if I'm not that talkative on this video, because I kind of get like this when I'm being creative. I get very quiet and I kind of forget you're there, so I apologize. And that can be moved over a little. There we go, so they're not crowding. This can kind of move over a little bit. Trying not to move them because then I'm risking bubbles. That's the color I'm not looking for. That one. Turn that over. Oh, not the gold one. And that one. I'm getting down there, guys. I'm almost done. And then it has to cure. Bubble forming right there. I don't want that. I'll have to go over all of this and check for bubbles and make sure everything's covered and go around my edges like so to make sure I don't have any bubbles. Now that this has had a chance to sit a bit, and you don't want to have your cogs too close to the edge because that can cause a bubble. And what made me think of it is this one right there. There we go. Too close to the side. Well, I think, oh, I need to put something right there in that spot. Let's go with this one. There we go. Put that right there. We got room for a little one right there. Let's go with the white. Here, my baby, she's dreaming. Laying on the floor. There we go. So I think I've got pretty good coverage where the sticker's not going to be. So I will now let this cure, and then when we come back, we're going to do the white for the backing. And the reason I say the white is because this is on white, and I really like that. So I'm going to leave that on white. So this is going to be a white background. And we're going to do the white. Sorry, I keep repeating myself, but then we're going to let that cure. And then we're going to pop it out, and then we will put the decoration in the center, and then we will do a top coat to seal it in, a clear top coat, just to seal it all in. And then we will put our handles on. So as soon as this has cured enough that we can put the backing on, I will be back. Alrighty, I am back, and I have our resin all mixed up. Sorry about that, I don't have the light turned on so you can see. But I have our resin all mixed up, and I am going to be adding some white Casting Craft opaque pigment concentrate. And that is going to be our white background. So I'm just going to add a few drops, and then I'm going to mix it in. Now this is concentrated, so I don't foresee I'm going to need too much, but I am going to judge it. Now I didn't want to use a mica powder because a mica powder does leave a striation, they call it. Where this won't. This will be all flat, all one. So that's why I went with this. Let me just slide that forward. So that's why I went with this Casting Craft. Where a mica powder will leave a pattern. And I want this to be all one pattern because I want the highlight of this tray to be the dragon and the roses. So that's why I have decided to go with this. Let me just see, that's pretty thin. But then again, I don't really want it to be that thick, but let me just mix this in, and then we will get to pouring. Make sure you scrape your sides whenever you're using something that's concentrated, because it will stick to the sides and to your spoon and or whatever you're using to stir with. And I should have done this first and then put it in my mixer, because now I'm just adding bubbles. But it does look pretty good. My dogs are barking at the television. So, I'm going to pour a little bit of alcohol. Even though there's already resin on the tray, it still can produce bubbles. So I am going to spray a little bit of alcohol, just to try to reduce the bubbles. I don't know if I'm going to need all of this, but I do want to make sure I get this filled. Because our next step is, once this is cured, we're going to pop this out of the mold and we're going to apply our sticker to the front, to the other side. I think I got enough. I don't want to put too much. I don't want to go over. I don't want to go over. I got just a tiny little bit left, but I don't dare to push the issue. Oh, and I just dropped some right there. Right on the side. There we go. So I still have to move this to my heat map. And when I don't want it to shift on me so that it spills. So this is where we are so far, and as soon as this has fully cured, then we will pop it out and we will put on our decal, and then we are going to put a very thin layer on the top to seal in the decal, and then we're going to put on our handles after that has cured, and we will be golden. Our tray will be finished. So let me just put my cover on. I do gotta wipe that end off though first. I forgot before I put my cover on last time, and it's dry. And now I still want to do my edge because bubbles like to stick. So you want to just go nice and smooth around the edge. However much thickness you have, you still want to, even though I sprayed a little bit of alcohol, I still want to make sure I get my bubbles off my edge. Because you want your tray to turn out nice, right? All this work you're doing. And I got this mold off Amazon quite a while ago. This is actually my second one, because I used my first one with one of those window clings at Christmas time over a year ago, not this past Christmas, but I used one of those window clings, them gel ones, and it ruined my mold, the red, and then anything I made in it after, the red kind of carried over, so I had to get a new one. Now I'm just using it to store things in, so like cups, that kind of stuff, because I can never make anything in it again. And that is my discover, that you cannot use one of them window clings, them gel ones, in a mold, because the dye comes off onto your mold from the heat. So don't ever do that, because you will ruin your mold. Actually, I think it's the one larger than this one, but it could have been the same size. But either way, I ruined my mold and had to buy a new one, because I think I bought this and it was a 3-piece set or something, and I had to re-buy it because of that issue. So I am just gonna find something to throw this little bit into, probably a pendant or a keychain or something. It's very little, but I'm not gonna waste it. It's expensive. And a little spritz of alcohol to keep the bubbles away. And I will move it to my heat mat, which is right beside me, and I will see you as soon as it has cured. Alrighty, our item has cured and ready to be demolded, so we can add our decoration. And I was just giving you a sneak peek of what it looks like. And there it is. Now, isn't that awesome? Look at that. Okay, so now we have to add our decoration, and then we're going to add our handles. So this is where we're at. So let's add our decoration, and then we have to add a very small top coat to seal in the handles and to cover this decoration. So let's get going. Now let me see. Having a little bit of a hard time getting it started, so I'm going to use my knife. There we go. I'm only going to get one shot at this, so I want to make sure I put it in the right spot, and part of my tat just came off on the paper. That's not good. So let me get this put back together. Part of my decor just stayed on the paper. So if that is the case, then maybe it all comes off. I'm not going to risk trying to pull it all off. So I'm just going to take this one off the paper, and I am going to attempt to put it where it belongs. And that is right there. And now I'm going to take my finger off. Alrighty. So I want to make sure that I'm going to get no bubbles under this. So I am going to go very slowly and press it down. There we have it. And I am so glad that I did fill in the center, because look, See the in between the. So I am so glad that I did put some in the center instead of leaving it blank thinking we weren't going to see it. So I have this pressed down. So now I'm just going to mix up a little bit of resin so that we can do a top coat. And put on the handles. And everything feels real good as far as edges. And I'm going to place the handles somewhat even here. I am going to have to measure as far as to put them. Sorry about that. To put them even. And where the edges aren't straight, this is going to be a just want to do it to the best that you can. Whoops, I just moved that one. Now I don't know if I want them that close to the. That looks about right. So that's where our handles will be placed. So now let me just go mix up some resin so we can get our top coat, and then our tray will be done. So I shall return momentarily. I have our resin all mixed up and ready to go, but I am going to add some of this crushed diamond just to give it a little bit of a glitter on the top. And this stuff is amazing. And it goes a long way, so I don't need that much. And then I'll just mix it down in. This stuff is amazing. Now look how it transformed that resin. Look how glittery that is. Isn't that awesome? So that's what our top coat's going to look like. Oh, I didn't put the cover back on, but that's okay. So we're just going to have a nice little glittery top. And of course, the more I stir it, the more I put bubbles in, but I needed to break up that crushed diamond, sorry. Alrighty, so here we go. I'm going to dump a little bit, and then I'm going to spread it. Oops, I moved my handle, and I spent all that time while I was doing the resin to put that exact. And once again, if you spread it all out and then you find that it's pulling away from the sides, it just means you don't have enough resin. You just need to add more. But I want to make sure I get my handles put in, because this is what's going to secure our handles. You just want to bring it to the edges. Let me pull my sleeve up again. I never want to stay where I want them. Time to add a little more. I think I have spread this as far as I can go with it. Add a little bit more. Sorry, I'm not talking, I'm concentrating. But I do apologize for that. If you could just write in the comments what you think of the tray. This will be in the eBay store. I do have to hold it for about a week before I can release it, because I have to let it fully cure before you guys can use it, so I need to hold it. Just like the coasters have to sit for a week or so for fully cure before they can be used. So I have to hold them back before I can get them listed. I don't want to send and sell something that you guys can't use right off. So I don't list my products until they can be used. So if it seems like I'm kind of slack on my listings, it's because I don't want to sell products that can't be used at that time. Coasters have to have a certain amount of curing time before they can be used, and I don't think it's fair to sell something to someone that they can't use right off. So that's why I have a period of when I have to hold them back. I gotta try to get some resin back here without getting it on my handles. I hope I made enough. But if not, I can always make some more. How do you like that glitter? That just brought that right out now, didn't it? That crushed diamond. I am definitely liking it. It's definitely adding to the look of the platter. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the sides, but I guess I could highlight them maybe in black. But I really don't think I want to. We've gone around to this far. Make sure my handle's in there. Now I've chosen to resin my handle in instead of drill. One, I didn't want to lose the effects, and two, this is more secure because screws do come loose and it would ruin the effects of the tray, and this is a better solution. So I just need enough to get this edge. I'm going to have a tiny bit extra, but that is okay. I will find something to do with it. Sorry, I'm right-handed. There we go. And it looks like I need some more right underneath this handle. Yep, that wasn't covered. I will let that self-level. Where'd that piece of glitter come from? And what do you think, guys? I'm just checking my edges one more time. And as soon as this has cured, it will be finished. There won't be much of a reveal, but this is the tray. Isn't this beautiful? Now, if I was making this for someone, I could take my Cricut and I could put their name on the bottom. So if anybody would like something personalized, I can do that. I mean, I could still do it if somebody wanted to purchase this and have a name put on it. I can still put a name on it. That's not a problem. So once you purchase this, it's not an issue. Just send me a message and tell me what you would like, and there would be a small extra charge, but not much. And that would just be for the vinyl. Alrighty, I think we have it. I'm going to pop some bubbles. And where we don't have a mold. Oops, I don't seem to have my big lighter in here. Oh yes, I do, right here. We can use a bigger lighter where we don't have a mold. And there we have it, guys. Whoops, sliding. So I will let that cure and it will be finished. And you will find this in the eBay store. As soon as it has fully cured, I will list it. And I thank you for joining me for this video. I hope everyone is happy and healthy. I hope your crafts are turning out amazing. Please check out my eBay store for this item and others. You all have a blessed day, and I will see you in the next video.